fellow dorks, it is the Turtle Dork back with a new trailer reaction for you today. So it looks like there is a new teaser trailer, I think it said, for a remake, another one for the movie Child's Play, which is kind of interesting because it seems like the original films are still kind of moving along, but yet they've also decided to reboot Child's Play. So now you have kind of two different versions of the same franchise and the same series that's going along. I think the last movie was Cult of Chucky. But let me know if I'm mistaken, but I think that was the most recent film was Cult of Chucky. Those movies haven't been getting theatrical releases as of lately. It's been a while, but there is still a massive cult following for those films. So it's interesting to see that they're actually rebooting this to see if they can kind of maybe kind of reinvent the Child's Play Chucky franchise. So I'm kind of intrigued, especially when I heard the cast. Now I think the cast, they announced that sometime last year. I believe Aubrey Plaza and Tyree Henry, who had an incredible year for 2018. I mean, that dude was everywhere, and I'm happy to see that his career is taking off because I want to see him do a lot more. But 2018 was a great year for him. So definitely intrigued to see how those actors are going to play a part into this reinvention of this horror franchise. Also want to see what's the take they're going to have for Chucky. Are they going to kind of stay with that kind of weird, quirky, comedic tone that some of the later films have? Excuse me. Are they going to try to go back to a lot of the more horror elements that we kind of knew from like the first three movies, like that core trilogy of the Child's Play films? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I always thought Chucky was a pretty exciting character in the horror genre. Of course, you have our staples like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. Then, of course, you have Pinhead, and you have from Hellraiser and all these other characters. Leprechaun, can't forget Leprechaun. But Chucky always kind of stood out to me, especially for a lot of people who grew up in like the early 90s, especially kids around that time. The idea of having a murderous dog, sorry, I bet there is a movie with a dog, but a murderous doll going around killing people. So I thought that was actually a really good idea to really kind of tap into with the horror genre. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out this teaser trailer. I've been talking probably a lot more longer than the trailer is. I think it's only like a minute or something long, yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
At Caslon, we believe that happiness is about more than entertainment. It's about being known, understood, loved.
It's interesting. I like how they started out.
Your new best friend.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Hey, was he naked?
Chucky?
Ooh. You know what? I like that. I like how they're keeping Chucky in the shadows and they're not revealing him, especially for a teaser, and the fact that it is a reboot of the Child's Play franchise. You don't want to play that card too soon, especially because we have such an iconic imagery of who Chucky is, and basically when you're reinventing the character, you kind of want to keep it a little bit of a mystery. So I like the fact that they're hiding him, and you only see kind of silhouettes of him and just kind of see the shape of him and stuff like that. Aubrey Plaza, man, that last shot, like, man, her look, like with those like eyes that she has and the way they played that in that final shot with that close up of her eyes, like Aubrey Plaza just kind of has that look that I think, and this seems like, I don't even want to say that anymore, because Aubrey Plaza has been doing a lot of things that's really been different, like just the type of roles that she's been taking on, especially like just doing some of these independent roles, a lot of movies that have kind of been more challenging type characters and not just the kind of run-of-the-mill comedic characters that you would normally see her play, especially early in her career. I know she was on that show Legion, which I don't watch, but I've heard she was really good in that, and just some of the other turns that she's made. She's really becoming a really, really diverse actress, and I like seeing the different things that she's doing. So, but I don't think we've seen her play like a mother figure. I think she's the mother of this little kid, so that's going to be interesting to see that. Brian Tyree Henry looks like he's playing more of like a detective police officer, possibly. I'm not sure. They don't really give you a lot of context for the images that we see here, but definitely, I'm definitely digging what I'm seeing. Again, the use of the music, man, especially in horror movies, when you can take like kind of either whether it's a pop song or a classic song or just some iconic song that we that the general public can identify with, and then you kind of twist it and turn it and just make it into something really, really creepy. Of course, we saw that with Us, the Jordan Peele movie coming out. And when you could take a music or a musical cue and just turn that thing to make it just so fucking scary and creepy, I think that's a plus to really excite the fan base and excite the audience for really wanting to kind of get more interested in watching your film. So that was cool for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually a little skeptical. I was like, Child's Play, and then the fact that, like I said, the original franchise is still going, at least from what I know. I think they actually are going to make another movie, so that's, you know, it just seems kind of weird, but I'm not gonna lie, man, like this kind of got me. This got this movie on my radar for me. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this one and wait for that second trailer, and hopefully it can live up to what this one gave us. So anyway, let us know what you thought of the trailer for Child's Play in the comments below. Go ahead, rate, like, subscribe, and share, and go ahead and check out my other dorks at MouthDork, at TheDiscoDork, at WB Das, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork, and with that, I'm out.